Mr. Cooper. I'm Mike Dawson. Remember me?
Sure, Mike. I remember you.
So how's the hardware store business?
Great. I've given myself a vacation for the first time in about 3 years. The store is closed right now. I'm just going to relax and water my lawn for the next week or two.
Does your lawn need that much water?
It's dry. It's always dry. Gotta get it ready. You know how it is. It's nice to have a pretty lawn. I'll have a big water bill, but I don't care. As long as it keeps pumping, I'll keep watering.
Say, Paul, how much longer are you going to water your lawn?
Well, the water bill's paid up until the end of the month, so I figure I can keep watering at least until then. Unless, of course, the end of the world comes or something.
This is getting too weird for me. Catch you later, Paul.
Bye-bye, Mike. Where you step now.
Hi, Paul. Sorry to bother you again.
No problem, Mike. What's up?
Terrible news about the murder.
It certainly was. The second murder this year. I don't know what's going on in this town anymore.
I was wondering how well you knew Rita Scanlon.
Rita? Well, she lived across the street. We'd wave to each other. Why? Was she a friend of yours?
I was with her that night. I was probably the last person to see her alive.
Is that so? You must feel terrible. Like I said before, I didn't know her too well. We just waved to each other.
Do you know of anything else strange going on in town?
No. Why do you ask? Nothing ever happens here. The town is full of cobwebs and stagnation. It needs a good cleansing. Until the murders, the place was just too quiet.
Why do you say the town's too quiet?
It was as if the town was waiting for a messenger or something. So I water the lawn and get it ready. I want to have a nice lawn ready for the messenger when he comes.
I think I have to leave now. You take real good care of yourself, Paul.
Take care of yourself, Mike.
Why is the deputy standing guard in front of Rita's house? She wasn't killed at home. There must be some evidence inside that the police are protecting. Hi, Deputy Brown. What's new?
Hello, Mike. What are you doing here?
I heard you were unhappy with the way this case is being handled.
Yeah, but it's an election year. What do you expect?
the election got to do with it?
Mayor Fleming's up for re-election, and I suppose he doesn't want any unsolved murder cases around. That's why he called in the FBI. Doesn't trust us good old boys to do a proper job, I guess.
You look like you're on guard duty.
I'm keeping watch over Rita Scanlon's house.
A week after the murder?
I'm just following orders, Mike. I'm not supposed to let anyone in. We've had problems with vandalism before.
When's your shift over?
Who knows? We've been working overtime at the sheriff's office ever since the body was discovered. This case is being given top priority. Unless there's an emergency or something, I have to stay put.
So how's the murder investigation going?
Come on, Mike. You know I shouldn't be talking to you about that. Go on now, let me do my job.
Still watering your lawn, Paul?
Yes, the grass is real thirsty. Can't seem to get enough water. What's up?
What do you know about a second murder?
Old man Ramirez died in a fire. Some say it was an accident, but I think he was done in. A real shame. He was a steady customer at the hardware store. Liked to read, too.
Paul, why is there lawn furniture on your roof?
I had to move it out of the way. Didn't want it to get rusty with the watering and all.
This is getting too weird for me. Catch you later, Paul.
Bye-bye, Mike. Watch where you step now.
I see the sheriff inside. His fat butt is planted right behind his desk. Andy and Barney would be right at home here. But this ain't Mayberry. And unless I can get the sheriff off my back, there ain't going to be a happy sitcom ending. So, how's the murder investigation going, Sheriff?
You know, Dawson, they say killers follow the investigations of their own crimes just for the thrill.
I heard rumors about the condition of Rita's body.
Rumors? What kind of rumors?
There was a rumor going around that the body was mutilated.
I'll tell you one thing. Doc Larson was having himself a field day, happier than a pig in slop. I can't reveal details. We have to withhold specific information that only the killer would know. Dawson?
That Doc Larson's one strange guy.
You know he was kicked off the hospital staff, don't you? Something about fooling around with some patient in the hospital morgue. But I shouldn't spread rumors.
Do you still think I'm the one who killed Rita?
I can't think of anyone else who makes a better suspect. I tell you, if I had one good hard piece of evidence against you, I'd have you behind bars so fast your head would spin.
Why do you let a thug like Jimmy Gardner run around? Does he have something on you?
Shut your mouth, Dawson. You're pissing me off.
Well, I think I'll be going now.
Anytime you feel like confessing, Dawson, you come right back. I'll be here.
Hello, Mrs. Ramirez. I'm Mike Dawson. I grew up in this town.
Did you? Well, what do you want?
I was just admiring your house.
It is lovely, isn't it? It's over a century old. At one time, it was the only building around here for miles.
So your family's been here a long time?
My late husband's family, actually. But they're all dead and gone. It's just me now.
It must get lonely sometimes.
Nonsense! I have my church, my books, and I have my money.
I couldn't help but notice all the religious icons you have.
Yes, they ward off the evil that is running amok here in Crowley. This town used to be a God-fearing community, but now I don't dare to leave my house except to go to church.
Why do you think the town is corrupted by evil?
Why, just stroll along the street, and you will find vice and decadence behind every door. The church is our only hope for salvation. You do attend church, don't you?
I go to church whenever I get the chance, I guess.
You should go to church every Sunday, at least. And more often than that, when possible. There are dark forces at work here, and your soul must be fortified to resist temptation.
It must cost a lot to insure a place like this. My dad used to be in the insurance business.
I'm sorry to hear that. Those insurance people are godless swine, worshipping nothing but the almighty dollar. Why, they even tried to cheat me out of my husband's life insurance. I finally had to take them to court, but I won.
Thank you, Mrs. Ramirez. I appreciate your time.
God be with you, young man.
I'm sorry to bother you again, Mrs. Ramirez.
Is that so? And what do you want to bother me about?
express my condolences.
Thank you. It was a terrible tragedy. I don't know how I'll go on without my dear husband.
I suppose the Sheriff Butler was in charge of investigating the fire.
Yes, and he found nothing to indicate foul play, despite what the insurance company says.
I've heard rumors that the fire your husband died in was, intentionally set.
Why? How dare you? Those rumors were started by the insurance company, trying to find a way to get out of paying off my husband's life insurance policy. I will thank you not to spread them any further. Good day!
Who's there? Who are you?
My name's Slim. You're Mr. Dawson, aren't you? The one they think murdered Rita Scanlon?
My name is Mike Dawson, but I didn't murder Rita.
I know. A voice told me that you were innocent. You don't think that's strange, do you? Hearing voices in your head?
No, I don't think that's strange at all. I've been hearing voices myself.
I knew that people had you all wrong, Mr. Dawson. You and me, we belong to a much larger world. One that most people couldn't begin to fathom.
You're right. No one believes some of the things I've seen and heard. Why are you wearing that getup?
I'll have you know that I'm wearing the uniform of protection.
Uniform of protection? What's that?
It designates me as a protector of this town and endows me with special powers.
What do you protect the town from?
There are dark forces at work. An evil power is lurking in the shadows, waiting for the opportunity to hatch its latest plot.
I know exactly what you mean. I felt the same way for over a year.
Feeling isn't enough, Mr. Dawson. You've got to act. It's my duty to put a stop to their plans. Stop them before they take over the entire world.
What sort of powers does your uniform give you?
Its uniform renders me invulnerable. When I wear it, nothing can harm me. Well, nothing except for a little poison ivy every now and then.
Where did you get this uniform of protection?
A woman delivered it to me. A very wise and noble woman.
You're referring to the Keeper of the Scrolls, aren't you?
No. Eleanor, my mail carrier, delivered it to me. She's some cutie, let me tell you. The uniform came out of a catalog.
Why are you hiding in the bushes?
I'm checking out the murder site. The criminal always leaves a clue at the scene of the crime.
I don't know what you hope to find here. The sheriff must have gone over this place with a fine-tooth comb.
The sheriff? Don't make me laugh. That buffoon couldn't solve a jigsaw puzzle. He has no conception of the significance of this crime. Miss Scanlon was the town librarian. At least that's what she claimed. But I have my suspicions about her.
What was suspicious about Rita?
She was involved with something. Something unclean. I haven't figured out what it is yet, but when I do, it will expose the evil lurking under this town.
You seem to be the only one who really understands what is going on. Who do you think killed Rita?
I think she was murdered by aliens from another dimension.
You know about the ancients. So the Keeper of the Scrolls was right. They were involved with Rita's death.
Of course it was the ancients. Who else could have committed such a horrible crime? It had to be the ancients.
Finally, someone else who knows about the dark world. I can't even confide in my mother or my best friend about this. I'm so glad I met you, Slim.
Or it might have been O.J. working in cahoots with the Trilateral Commission. I'll betcha. Then again, it could have been the International Communist Conspiracy. This looks like their handiwork.
I've got to go now.
Wait! Before you leave, I did find something the sheriff overlooked. It's a ticket stub to last week's high school reunion.
Where did you find this ticket?
It was lying underneath the bushes. Miss Scanlon must have dropped it when the killer attacked her.
Do you mind if I have the ticket, Slim? I don't have many mementos of Rita.
Take it, Mr. Dawson. It's not much of a clue, and besides, I've got theories about a hired hitman and a satanic cult to follow up on. Don't worry, I'll find Rita's murderer and prove your innocence.
Gee, thanks, Slim. That makes me feel a lot better.
Glad to have your vote of confidence, Mr. Dawson. Well, I've got some investigating to do. Oh, by the way, I live out behind the pool hall if you need to get in touch with me.
See Dr. Sims.
Make yourself comfortable, Mike. I've been expecting.
I have an awful headache, Doctor.
Have you been taking your medicine?
I took the medicine this morning. The headache began a short time ago.
Well,
Right after I talked to Slim, he found Rita's reunion ticket.
I see.
I'm still having trouble remembering things.
This is to be expected. You're still recovering from a nervous breakdown. The murder last week has further exacerbated the problem.
Why can't I remember what happened at the reunion?
It's always a shock to learn a friend has been killed. And you were the last one to see Rita alive, right? The human mind tends to block out painful memories.
I just wish I could remember more about what happened that night.
Don't worry, Mike. The memories will come back in time.
Sheriff Butler suspects me of Rita's murder.
Yes, the sheriff was in here asking about you. I told him I didn't think you were capable of such an act.
I think it's happening all over again.
Have you been having more of your dark world experiences?
Voices from the dark world have contacted me.
I see.
I've been dreaming about the dark world again. I've seen Rita in my dreams too.
That's good. Perhaps it's a sign your repressed memories will resurface soon.
I may be going back there and soon.
Yes, of course, Mike. But I really can't approve of you entertaining these fantasies. We need to work on your memory of events as they really are.
You know, what happened last year wasn't a hallucination. It was real.
Or so you believe, Mike. It isn't all that uncommon for people to suffer delusions of alternate universes, even things as bizarre as aliens implanting embryos in human brains.
But, Dr. Sims, everything I told you is true.
Yes, of course. But tell me, what does your friend Jack think of all this?
The only people I've told about the dark world are the doctors I've seen.
But none have dissuaded you from your belief in the dark world? Did any of the therapies they suggested seem to help?
They recommended I keep a journal. Actually, I think it might make a good novel.
Excellent. A transference of your hallucinations to fiction might prove most beneficial. I advise you to keep up the practice.
I'm feeling much better, Doctor. I don't think I need to see you anymore.
I disagree, Mike. I know you're frustrated with the slow progress, but these things take time. But perhaps some hypnotherapy will speed up your recovery.
I do want to get better, but the thought of being hypnotized frightens me.
Mike, I know that the thought of losing control over your mind terrifies you, but I believe hypnotism will be of benefit in your case. Why don't we give it a try?
All right, you've convinced me. Hypnotize me.
You're feeling sleepy. You feel like you're drifting on a cloud, on a rubber raft at the swimming pool. All is calm, all is quiet. You are sleepy.
I feel so dizzy. This reunion banquet is giving me a headache. I need some fresh air.
You always need fresh air, Mike. I swear. I don't know what's happened to you since you've moved away from here. And frankly, I don't like it.
Come on, Rita. Give me a break. You know I've been sick.
Sick of people, you mean? You've become such a loner, Mike. You never want to go anywhere where there's people. You don't even want to visit any of my friends.
Not your reading group again. Always busy doing stuff for the library. You never have any time to spend alone with me anymore. Why can't it be like it was when we were in high school?
People change, Mike, but I don't care for the change that's come over you. You're drunk. I'll see you later. I have a friend to see.
Fine. Just walk away. I hope the boogeyman gets you. Why am I so dizzy? I bet the punch is spiked.
Is someone there? Don't play games. Mike? Is that you? Ah!
Mike? Are you awake? How's your headache now?
What a bizarre dream.
What did you dream about?
I was back in the dark world. It was so strange.
The dark world again, huh? It probably represents what you consider evil. An internal conflict, perhaps.
What's wrong about this hypnosis stuff? I'd like to do it some more.
I'm glad it's working for you, Mike, but it looks like our time is up. If the headache comes back, we'll try more hypnosis.
Can't we talk some more? I think we're really onto something.
Oh, sorry, Mike, but I have another appointment coming up. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
It's about time the carnival opened. I'll bet they were just trying to build up the public's curiosity so they'll attract